The gentleman yields. The chair now recognizes the chairman of the Border Security Enforcement Subcommittee, the gentleman from Louisiana, Mr. Higgins.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I'd like to thank our witnesses for being here today. This hearing has been rescheduled a few different times. And for that, I'm appreciative for your kindness and your accommodation. We appreciate your participation and look forward to receiving your testimony. The purpose of today's hearing is to examine the rise in illegal immigration from regions outside of the Western Hemisphere. We will assess the serious damage caused by the Biden-Harris open border policies, which have a direct impact on the national security of the United States. We'll hear expert insights into the connections between individuals on the terror watch list and special interest aliens migrating illegally to the United States at record levels. We will examine the national security consequences, including increased threat exposure at and within our borders stemming from these illegal migration trends. Finally, we will discuss potential legislative and policy measures necessary to strengthen border security and address national security concerns. Fulfilling the committee's important oversight responsibilities is what we're here to accomplish, and to remedy DHS's failures is what we envision. The Biden-Harris administration's self-inflicted border crisis has resulted in record-breaking illegal immigration, and as a result, the country is facing an unprecedented internal threat, a threat to the homeland from within the homeland. That's why we're here today. By ending the effective Trump-era policies and programs that protected us and secured our border, the Biden-Harris administration has seemingly intentionally left us vulnerable to potential attacks from terrorists and criminals who are freely moving around our communities. According to U.S. Customs and Border Protection, since fiscal year 2021, 382 aliens on a terror watch list have been caught illegally crossing our southwest borders. My sources report that they estimate over 2,000 have actually crossed into our country. At least 99 illegal aliens on a watch list were released into the United States by DHS between fiscal years 2021 and 2023. These are the numbers that are acknowledged that we know of by DHS. And that's not all. According to many media reports, the Department of Homeland Security has identified over 400 illegal aliens from Central Asian countries and elsewhere who crossed into the United States via an ISIS-affiliated human smuggling network. We have to get some of this data from open media sources because the DHS obstructs our inquiries. It's standing in the way, in many cases, again and again, from this committee's legitimate oversight authority to ask them about what's going on. 8 individuals from Tajikistan were arrested on immigration charges in the United States following the discovery of ties to terrorism. These 8 suspected terrorists were able to fool CBP and freely enter the United States without any issue. In fact, at least one of these individuals used the CBP One app to enter the country. Lately, it seems stories like this almost daily. Yet the Biden-Harris administration continues to make it easy for unvetted illegal immigrants to cross our border and live and work in the United States across every community in every sovereign state. This is what we're dealing with. How many more suspected terrorists or actual terrorists are part of the nearly 2 million known gotaways who are most likely living in your community? No one knows. I pray we don't find out the hard way. Mr. Chairman, thank you for this hearing. I yield.
The gentleman yields. The chair now recognizes the ranking member of